Hey there guys, this is Obsidian Chill. Got another video for today. This one is actually coming from the test server, as you can see from the server chat. There was an update to test server just now, and with the summer event and the update to the UI, and more importantly, update to the artifacts. And that's what I'm going to be touching on here in this video. My concerns and first reaction to the artifact system. So we'll touch on the UI update right first. Nothing really changes. It's just the tabs basically, and the base menu's back. So you got inventory, you got stats, currency, new artifact tab, and your base tab, so you can preview your base items. So nothing really has changed there. They're just kind of updating the UI a bit. But the main change is the artifact system. The artifacts have now risen in level. They go up to now 140 and 160 in terms of their ranks. Well, I've got some of the artifacts here. We'll kind of just go through what they were. Like the Parasite Power Harness. So now instead of 8% it being 120, at 160 it's 9% and 1.5% of your VIT. Starheart for, let's see, Entwined Rings of Azar. That's now 18% at 160. Starheart Fragment is 11.25% of your resto at 160. Soul Cloak is 27% and 22.5% at 160. And the Might Artifact, the Tetrahedron of Ungren, is 1.8% at 160. So, did I forget? Yeah, I forgot these two. Distral Refractor, the tank one, that's 17.25% of your DOM at 160. And Legionnaire Sparring AI is 16% and 5% at 160. So this doesn't obviously include the time capsule artifacts. I don't have access to those on the test server. But this is the main change. So we'll kind of get into it. We'll just talk about the new catalyst first. So we've got 6 new raids we have to farm. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. Auriclium? Or Rich Callum? I don't know. Whatever. This is for the 140 breakthrough. Is it? No, sorry, that's the 160 breakthrough. Let's just not confuse myself here. Okay, so for the 140 breakthrough, we've got Paradox Energy, so we have to do Saving Justice for the Paradox Energy. For Superior, we have to do Rise of the Bat. And for Concentrated, we have to do Ultimate Soldier or Ultimate Soji. So Rise of the Bat, most people did those for the OP collection farm anyway. Same thing with SJ, that's expensive collections there. So I guess the money farmers will be happy that they have at least 2 alerts they normally do. Ultimate Soldier is pretty quick and reg anyway. And then for the 160 breakthrough, we need that unpronounceable word, the Visitor, Injustice System, and Spindrift Station. So these are the 6 raids you're going to have to run to get the catalyst. But the bigger issue and the main point of this video is touching on the experience. For example, let's take which one I was looking at. So here. So this is a 120 artifact, Entwined Rings of Azar. As you can see, up on the top left, you'll see experience. So that's 168,300. So that's how much nth metal it would take to get this all the way to 120. Now, if we look at this is 143, but just because I went over in the XP, but it still gives you a ballpark figure. So to go from 120 to 140, so you don't get any kind of bonus because it's not a big level. So 140, you see you get 3% VIT, or 3% total VIT. So it's nothing like giant earth-shattering shots from 120 to 140. But the XP, 168,000 to about 390,000. So to go from 120 to 140, it's about 220,000 XP. So it's more than, it's not double, but it's almost double what it takes to get a 120 artifact to get it to 140. And that's pretty intense. And then to go from 140 to 160, as you can see, the 160 experience bar is almost 700,000 experience. So 168,000, 700,000 to go from 120 to 140. So if we go from 120 to 140 roughly, it's going to be 530,000 experience. These are flawless nth metals. You have to buy these from the marketplace or booster bundles, and a stack of them is only 100,000. So it takes 5 stacks of 99 flawless metals just to get just to get from 120 to 140, you need 5 stacks of flawless nth metals, which you would never get. Like these are the the highest nth metals you can get. Think of how long it takes you to farm right now using, like I did a video previously. If you go to that video, a detector gave 99 caches, which was about was it like 40? What did I use? Like 20 detectors or 20, 30 detectors, something like that. But to get 99 nth metal caches only gave me 10,000 experience. So if I need 530,000 experience and I'm getting 10,000 cache, I need to open like 53, 530 basically caches to get there. You're not going to get 530 nth metal caches from farming detectors. Like what this is the game is practically forcing you to buy like the booster bundles, the artifact starter pack, something that gives you like a bonus XP that gives you like the 68,000 XP. Unless they're going to have like double XP weekends every single weekend. It's going to take you so long to get from 120 to 140, and then even double that to get from 140 to 160. That's 310,000 XP. So it's a bigger gap between 120 and 140 as 140 to 160, where you actually get the bonus. And then if you look at the bonus, like 0.2% of your health, that's the difference. So you farm like 500,000 experience, and you only get 0.2% better. And then like the Star Heart, it's going to be, you're farming 500,000 experience, you get 3% extra super generation, and then your cooldown's reduced by another 2.5%. That could be a big deal. I know it's going to be really helpful for controllers, and probably for like if you 50% super is really helpful. Like I'm not saying that's going to be trash. Like I'm definitely gonna be getting the Soul Cloak first, but some of these other ones are like the Might one. I would not say that much XP is worth 0.2%. So the other thing is going to here. If I go through the breakthrough, we'll have to get it here. So we'll do the 140. So as you can see at the other issue here. So we'll go scrap the Soul Cloak. We'll do enough to get it to breakthrough 160. Okay, so you see success chance is 10%. I have a 10% chance of getting it from 140 to 160, the milestone breakthrough. So yeah, you could say you could use Seals of Preservation, but if it's only a 10% chance, like look, my stack started at 99. I have 99 stacks of a seal, and all I did was put the Scrap the Soul Cloak at 140 and put this at 160. So I had 3 breakthroughs. I had 2 140 breakthroughs and 1 160 breakthrough. So in those 3 breakthroughs, I went from let's go back here. I went from 99 to 84. So I used 15 seals just for 3 breakthroughs. I don't know if that's lucky or not. Maybe you'd be lucky, but what this is doing is, if you look on the marketplace right now or your loyalty vendor, they added something else called Seal of Completion. So for $5, you could buy a seal that guarantees you a milestone breakthrough. So by having such a low chance, I'll show you here the 140 breakthrough is 20%. I'll show it here. Actually, I could just show it right now to you. Let's take this one. Get it to 140. Yeah, so you can see the success chance for 140 breakthrough is 20%. So a 20% chance and a 10% chance. What they're basically doing is nigh forcing you to buy that Seal of Completion. Because why would you waste your Seals of Preservation? Like, if it's going to take you like 10 seals to get 1 breakthrough, like, yeah, you could farm them if you want, but they're kind of pricey, especially if you buy them. It makes much more sense just to spend the $5 and do it just once. And that's what the game is pretty much forcing you to do. So let's just see, for example, here. So let's take this as the 160 breakthrough. I'm gonna use seals each time, and let's see how I fail. 1, or let's see how long it takes. That's 2. 3. All right, that was 3. So maybe I was luckier there. The other thing too, I should mention for the feats, we can pop in here. Artifacts go to general. Yeah, so there's a rank 140 feet and a rank 160 feet, but there is no increase in the XP. It's still, The antimetal collection still stops at 10,000 pieces. They did not increase that feat. The only new feats are 140 and 160. So if you eventually, when you get it, they're just adding one skill point in the game with that. All these other feats are the Lazarus Pit, Venom Wrist. All these are the time capsule ones. But yeah, back to that. So and okay, so let's where was that start? We'll just break through 140 and see how the 20% success is. There. 2. We're on to 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. There you go. 9 times to get it to the 140 breakthrough. But yeah, in the end, I don't have a problem with them increasing the levels. Sure, that's, we knew that was coming. Rather than having so many new artifacts, we have to increase the levels on them. But the thing is, the XP gap to rewards is ridiculous here. Like, I'm sure the Soul Cloak will be, but like I said there, you're spending 500,000 experience, which is going to take you a lot of time. That's a lot of detectors, because the XP that drops is like 20, 50, stuff like that. Like if I went, let's do this. Let's see what kind of a dent like the smaller stuff makes, the ones that we actually have on the test server. And then we'll just get, okay, Star Heart's 140, so that'll work. Okay, so each rank is about 7, to rank 144, it's 7,259 XP. Let's pop that in there. Let's pop another stack in there. So that's a stack of 99 of the 10s, 99 of the 20s. So 99 of 50. So I get 1 level by using 3 stacks of 99. Gets me 1 level. So then go for 145. Start from fresh. That's 13,145 XP just to get from level 144 to 145. 13,000. That's almost a stack of the blues, and that's not even like a stack of the hundreds. That's not even enough to get 1 rank. So a stack of the blues, which is almost 20,000 experience, it gets 3 levels. Not even 2 levels. Like this is what we're gonna have to deal with on live server. So just the jump is incredible. That's what there is the ridiculous part in, and the rewards. Like you're gonna spend all this time farming, all this effort into running detectors every single raid. Because we've had, since the artifact system has come out, there's been 2 double weekends. Technically 3. There was I guess it was a glitch when the beginning of the Star event came out. For like the first 3 hours, you could get double XP until they turned it off. So officially, there's only been 2 double XP weekends since artifact system was released. Don't quote me because I don't know exactly on the top of my head what it was, but it was a while. Out of all those weekends, we've had 2. You're going to need like a double weekend every weekend to get these up in rank. Not to mention that we have the augments coming out in August, and we have no idea yet what type of farming system that's going to include. So it's just the game now for these artifacts. It's gone from like an acceptable grind, like you run a detector each raid, you'll eventually get there. Like some people don't even have like a 120 yet. Some people don't even have a 120 yet, which was only like 160,000 experience. And now you got to tell them, yeah, once you get that 120, yeah, you have to get one to 700,000 now. And there's no point of like breaking down all your artifacts just to have two, because then you're just eliminating your off rolls. So what they're saying is that you pretty much have to commit to whether you're going to be like a controller or healer, like how you want these artifacts. Is like I said before, like it's not, since the stat increase is not that big. I'm not sure of the stat breakdown. You can see that they're like the 38,000, 3,817 health, 1431 power, 636 might. I don't know what the breakdown would that to be to the 120. I didn't do the math on that. You could check on live, but I'm sure it's not like giant. 1430 power does not seem that much at all. So you're spending so much time to farm for these artifact lengths. It's really unrealistic. Like, whatever, if they want to put, 6 more catalysts into the game, so be it. But a jump from 160,000 all the way up to 700,000, and even like in the 140s, you're still at 429,660. You still have to get to 700,000. So it's like, even once you get 140, like you're still hitting another 300,000, almost double what it is just to get to the 160 artifact. And after all that grind, you're barely getting increased. So, take it or leave it. I've used 28 catalysts. So what have I done? So that was 2 breakthroughs. So that's 2, 4. This was 5. Yeah, I didn't do any of the breakthroughs. So yeah, I used 28 seals on 5 breakthroughs. So they're pretty much forcing the seal of completion down your back. They're pretty much forcing you to buy booster bundles for the flawless nth metal, which is only 1,000. You need a stack of them to make any kind of difference. So if I did, where's one that's 120? The 120. If I do this, so a stack of 100,000 XP just gets you from 120 to 134. So you get 14 levels with 100,000 experience. So be prepared for a grind, everyone.